Do you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in FC24? Go to u7buy.com to buy your EAFC24 coins. It's more economic than buying FC points and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an additional 6% off using promo code Eli at checkout.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I have another custom tactic video for you guys, but this time it's FUT Champs. If you can tell, I just went 10-0 on qualifiers using this formation. Like always, it wouldn't be an actual FUT Champ video if I did not actually show what I actually use, if that makes sense. You know, why would I post tactics if I can't even get rank 1? You know what I mean? Alright, sorry about that, my Elgato kind of crashed. But anywho, this is my Arsenal past and present team. This is what I was using for FUT Champs, literally as is everybody here. I really didn't use a lot of super subs. I sold everybody. If you guys keep up with my channel and see my weekly tactics, I sold everybody. I sold Zinchenko, I sold Jesus, I sold regular Henry. I sold everybody I can sell, saved up as many coins as I could to buy this guy, Thunderstruck Henry. I spent 2.9 mil on him. I played 12 games with him, 22 goals, 3 assists, and I played FUT Champs, right? Qualifiers, it was 10 games, but you know, people keep rage quitting or they quit at 0-0, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, anywho, this is the team I'm gonna be using. Yeah, I know I got Ederson. He's not Arsenal past and present, but I'm tired of using Czech and Ramsdale. They're not that good in this game, and Ederson for me is like top 5 goalies in the game, so I'm just gonna use them. It is what it is. Anywho, custom tactics are as follows. The formation that I'm going to be using this week is going to be the 4-4-2 second variation. This is part of the Arsenal Invincible tactics that I'll be posting in a few days. So I'll make like a deep dive on how to play this formation, all that good stuff, and probably tomorrow. I just haven't had enough time to do that recently. But yeah, it's the 4-4-2 second variation. I've been wrecking the division rivals with this formation, and I just went 10-0. So this is gonna be my go-to formation. If you don't like the 4-4-2 flat or the 4-4-2 second variation, then feel free to use the let me show you. If you don't like this formation, then feel free to swap it out for, just go on my channel and search these up. Swap it out for the 4-4-2, the 4-4-1-1. You can swap it out for the 4-2-2. What else? You can swap it out for the 4-2-3-1. Or this one too, the 4-2-1-3, the Man City tactics. Those are really good. Or any of the 4-3-3 variations that I have on my channel too. Any of those you can go ahead and swap out for this formation if you don't like this 4-4-2 formation. But that's the only one I recommend changing, or the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow if you don't like this one. Everything else, keep it. But my go-to formation will be the 4-4-2 second variation. Backup formation if I feel like I can't score on my opponent and I just need to play quick tiki-taka play just to score some goals and then switch to another formation, will be the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, this one right here. So if you don't like this formation, then feel free to swap it out for you can swap it out for a 4-3-1-2. Swap it out for this one. This one's really good on my channel too, the 4-3-2-1. You can swap it out for a 5-2-1-2. It's on my channel as well. Or you can swap it out for a 3-5-2, or the 3-4-2-1. Anything that has like 3 strikers, or cam and 2 strikers, something like that. Swap it out to that because you need more strikers to be able to score some goals. Now the defensive formation will be the 5-2-2-1, the Bayern Leverkusen tactics. It has updated. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but they did change the player instructions quite a bit. Let me show you. These 2 players are no longer center forwards, they're like, or wingers, sorry, they're more cams now, so they play more neutral, more in the middle. So I'll go over the tactics that you need to change out on that, and I'll make an updated video on that formation in a few days from now. And then the all-out constant press formation, the 4-4-2, you know, you're trying to win the Super Bowl, win the score home run, I don't know, whatever sport you guys watch, 4-4-2 right there. With the constant press. But let's get into the actual tactics. So the 4-4-2 second variation, this is what I'm going to be using. defensive style balance with 37. On old gen use 37, new gen you can use 40. Everything else is the same. Depth 70 on old gen, new gen do 71. New gen has the auto press on the 71 depth, and it has a little bit of an auto press still, just a tad bit. It's not as aggressive as it was before. It is a little bit nerfed, but it still works if you know how to use it. So use a 71 depth. If you're on old gen, just use 70 depth so you can manually press, and it does give you a little bit of an auto offside trap. Well, it's not an auto offside trap, but it just pushes your line, your defensive line above the 18, which is what you want, because you don't want to get how do I want to say it? You don't want all your defenders to be clogged into your own box and then they just shoot Travellas or finesse shots from outside the box, because those are still broken. Build the play balance, direct passing, 40 width, just to make your right mid and your left mid kind of cut inside a little bit. Players in the box 6, corners and free kicks, you can do whatever you want. I always do 1-and-1. Players or goalie, nothing. I won't go in detail over who to play where. I'll make a in detail video on that in a few days. Just give me some time and I'll have that out for you guys. But trust me, these tactics work. I love these tactics. Hopefully I can get 20-0 with these this week, and that would just make my weekend, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, goalie will be balance everything. 2 center backs are stay back while attacking. Right back stay back overlap. Left back stay back overlap. Stay back so they don't move out of position, because you are playing a very high line and you do have the direct passing tactic on. And overlap so if they do go up with the direct passing tactic, it just gives you a little bit more of a support, like a recycle support. If you can't get a cutback, or you can't score, or you can't cross, and you just need to recycle the play, just send it to your left back or right back, because they're going to be right there, giving you a passing lane option to get out of your opponent's 18 to recycle the play. Because sometimes it's better to go backwards and then you go forwards, just to recycle the play, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to attack every single time. There's times where you can just hold the ball, recycle the play, wait for your opponent to do a mistake, and then you score. But I'll make another video going on a rant on how to play these formations and why people complain about gameplay and all that good stuff. Yeah, it's not the best, but you got to deal with the cards that are dealt. You know, you just have to figure out how to play in this game. I mean, you have no control over who to play or how the game plays. Just might as well figure out a way to adapt to the game and then just play it. You know what I mean? You can still play authentic football. If you see my tactic videos all the time, you can still play authentic football. You just got to figure out how. Anywho, rant aside, right CDM is going to be cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. Left CDM, cut passing lanes, balance attack. So this guy will be your box to box CDM. Cover center, so make sure you have one box to box or a high work rate, a high medium work rate, either or. And then your right CDM, try to put a high as well, somebody that's more defensive, or a medium high work rated player, somebody that can really defend really good right here. For me, I got Declan Rice, but you know who to play as CDM and who to play as your box to box. Left mid is come back on defense, get into box for cross. Right mid is come back on defense, get into box for cross. That is it. Right striker, this is where it gets really nice, is stay central, false 9, come back on defense. So come back on defense so they drop deep, like almost like a cam whenever you're defending, and it's just an extra person to get out of your opponent's press, because they're still going to be pressing you. Stay central so they stay right in the middle. The reason why I want this person to stay central is because the left striker is not on stay central, and I want them to go anywhere they want to go. And then false 9 is so they can drop deep, pick up the ball, do recycle plays. There's times whenever you're in your opponent's box and you're trying to basically try to score a goal or try to go for a cutback, and you have no exit passing option and you lose the ball, and that's how you get countered. This prevents you getting countered because of the false 9 instructions, so they're not always going to be in the box. It's just an extra player that will be drifting around the 18 line to go for those cutbacks, recycle plays, Travellas, finesse shots, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'll show gameplay on this in the next day or two. Left striker is getting behind, stay forward. The only other thing on this one is make sure you have your most lethal, fast, paciest, best finisher of the ball on your left striker, and then the right striker, put them on the right striker, make sure that they're the best dribbler on your team. So like Neymar on the right and Mbappe on the left, for example, or like Messi on the right and then Ronaldo on the left, if that makes sense. Players like that. And if you need to swap these two around, then swap your 2 center mids around, because they're like that for a reason. So yeah. Next formation will be the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So this formation right here, I posted this formation a few days ago, and I feel like this will be probably the new meta in the next few days. A lot of people haven't discovered this yet, but there's a little bit more space in the midfield area. Not a lot because the press is still there, but there's a little bit more space, and with the long ball instruction, you get to expose a little bit of space. So make sure you're very good at passing the ball with this formation, and just do quick tiki-taka plays. You don't even have to dribble too much. Just move the ball, pass the ball around, the ball will always move faster than the player. Just remember that. So the faster you can move the ball, the faster you can do direct passes or driven passes, the faster you'll be able to score, the faster your attack. Does that make sense? Defensive style balance with 37, same thing on new gen, 40, old gen 37, depth 70 on old gen, 71 on new gen, long ball direct passing on both consoles, 50 width, that is it. Players in the box 6, corners and free kicks, whatever. Goalie on this one comes for cross sweeper keeper, just because you do want him to come out a little bit, because you do have that long ball instruction, so it does push some of your players out of position. They kind of go a little bit more attacking, more than normal. Both center backs stay back while attacking, right back stay back overlap, left back stay back overlap. Now I know they're on stay back while attacking, and I know you need some width in this formation, but because you do have the long ball instruction, it does actually make them go a little bit more forward, especially if there's no one in front of them. They're going to give you some passing options, so just be aware that they're still going to attack a little bit, just not as aggressive as if you had joined the attack or balanced attack. Now, if you do want to make them more attacking, then by all means switch to balanced attack, or while you're in game, just turn on the D-pad tactics, the up arrow and then the left arrow, and that'll turn on the attacking fullbacks. CDM is going to be, if I can get to him, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. So he's just your tank player, your destroyer. Right center mid is all balance everything, cover wing. Left center mid is all balance everything, cover wing. Let the long ball instruction do the work for you. Your cam is stay forward, that is it, and your two strikers are stay central, that is it. The reason why I have the cam on stay forward and not come back on defense to defend in 4-4-2 is because this formation is a comeback formation. This is to try to score some goals, try to be a little bit more attacking. So I want this little triangle of death to be ready to hit on a counter as fast as you possibly can. So that's why you have to leave this person and stay forward, so you can send these two through balls whenever you have the opportunity to. Defensive formation will be the 5-2-2-1. If you don't like this defensive formation, I really recommend trying it. It's not super defensive. It's gonna just counter your opponent's press because you do have left wing backs and you do have left cam and right cam, so they kind of open up your field, if that makes sense. If you don't like this formation, then feel free to just swap it out to my last week's 4-2-3-1, this one, which helps you out defend. Or a few weeks ago I posted the 5-3-2, which is a very good defensive formation as well. So just keep that in mind. So for me, this is what I'm gonna use: 5-2-2-1, balance with 30, very narrow, very compact, very negative, but you have to be like that to try to get a 20-0, kind of like how I just got a 10-0. It is what it is. You just got to do it. A depth 44. The reason why I have 44 is just so that way no press gets triggered at all. You're just very low, very deep, very compact. Not in your own 18, but low enough to where you have to manually defend and you won't get hit on a counter attack. Slow build up so your players don't move out of position, but when they do, they're gonna give you an extra passing lane. They're just not gonna run forward and leave you to dry on a press and you have nobody to pass it to. They're going to come to you, so make sure you can get out of a press very fast, not by dribbling, by passing. Remember, by passing, not dribbling. Chance creation, direct passing, because that's the best way to score in this game, unfortunately. With 33, players in the box 7. This is the only thing you can lower down if you don't like it. Is I still like to score goals. I don't want to say it like just run to my opponent's corner and shield the ball. I still like to score, and like I just, and this is me personally, maybe I have a bit of a big ego, I guess, I don't know, but I like to make opponents rage quit. It makes me feel successful, makes me feel like I actually beat them, if that makes sense. So if I can make them rage quit by scoring a few more goals, then I will. But if you don't like this, then drop it down to about 4. If you don't like the 7 players in the box, corners and free kicks, whatever. Goalie, nothing. Center backs, all 3 of them, nothing. Right back, join the attack, overlap. So this will be more of your winger player. So he will be your player that you want to send like a quick through ball to, or just cross it too, because he's always going to be open, if that makes sense. Whenever you're getting out of a press, your left back is going to be balanced overlap, so this guy will be more of your, if you want to get out of a press, you're going to get out through the left and then send it to the right side, like over the top through ball, if that makes sense. Your left CDM is going to be your box-to-box CDM, if that makes sense. So he's on cut passing lanes, balance attack, deep line, playmaker, cover center. Cut passing lanes because it's very overpowered in this game, and it just lets your defensive AI do work for you. Balance attack because he's a box-to-box. Cover center because you want him to be right in the center. And deep line playmaker because this replaced free roam in my previous video on this formation. Deep line playmaker just allows them to kind of drift anywhere to give like an extra passing lane, if that makes sense. Kind of like, think of like Declan Rice for Arsenal, Rodri for Man City, players like that, that kind of drift anywhere they need an extra passing lane to be, kind of like Sergio Busquets back in the day for Barca, players like that. Your right CDM is going to be same exact thing on everything except for stay back while attacking, so he's going to be your actual defensive CDM to give you some defensive support. Your right cam is going to be come back on defense. That is it. That's it. That's it. So he'll come to you to pick up the ball, and then you send the through ball to your right back, because your right back is just going to be overlapping those runs. So if you can build up through the left side, give it to your right cam, and then just over the top through ball to your right wing back. Your left cam is going to be come back on defense, so you defend in a 5-4-1. I know, negative, it is what it is. You got to get that 20-0, get into box for cross for those cherry pickers, for those cutbacks, and free roam, so they kind of act like a cam. This is like Wirtz, for example, for Fabian Wirtz for Leverkusen, so he just kind of roams anywhere he needs to roam, almost like a Ozil type of player that'll just go anywhere and just feed through balls to your striker. And then your main striker is going to be target player. That is it. So he gets the ball to his feet. He doesn't run away from you. You send it to him. You shield it a little bit, and then you distribute it to the next player so you don't lose the ball. And you can get out of a press very well with this formation. And then the all-out gun-ho formation, the 4-4-2. Same thing as last week. Constant press, 45 width, depth 72, balanced direct passing, 45 width, players in the box 8, corners and free kicks 3 and 3. If I went too fast, just pause the video. It's just the same thing as every week. If you don't like the 4-4-2, then you can swap it out for whatever you want. Goalie, nothing. Both center backs, nothing. Right back, balance, overlap, so he joins in on the attack. Left back, join the attack and overlap, so he's your more aggressive player, just trying to create more overloads on the wings and try to cross the ball and just get as many players into the box as you can. Left center mid, get forward, get into box for cross, cover center for the same reason. Right center mid is stay back while attacking, cover center, just to give some defensive support. Right mid, come back on defense, get into box for cross. Left mid, come back on defense, get into box for cross. Left striker, stay central, get in behind. Right striker, stay central, come back on defense. The reason why I have come back on defense on a few of these is so that I can actually drop deep whenever your opponent does get out of your press and they're trying to score on you. That way they actually drop down, pick up the ball, help you defend a little bit so you can hit them on a counter afterwards. So yeah, those are the custom tactics and instructions. I know that was a lot to say. That's what I'm going to be using this FUT Champs. Hopefully I can get 20-0, another rank 1 under my belt, kind of like how I just did on qualifiers. Qualifiers isn't as hard as other what is it? How do I want to say it? Other game things on here, like I don't even know what I'm trying to say. FUT Champ qualifiers is not as hard as rivals. It's not as hard as whenever you're doing like the cups and stuff like that. It's not as difficult as actual FUT Champs, but I mean it's still an accomplishment. Not everybody can get that. Oh snap, I'm gonna put Malcolm here. Sorry, I was supposed to actually show you guys this, but I kind of skipped through it. Oops. I'm gonna open up the packs for you guys to see what rank 1 gets you. Let's send this up, send this up, send this down. Hopefully we pack something good. I'll get rid of all these. I do need some coins because I think I only have like 150k left or something like that after I spent everything on Henry. Man, I was on a bidding war, by the way. Henry was like at 3.1 mil, and I started bidding with this guy from like 2.4 mil. It was like a non-stop bid war. All right, let's go rare players pack. Hopefully we pack something good. Come on, German goalkeeper Ter Stegen. I will take a Ter Stegen. Is that it? No double walkout. I'll take a Ter Stegen. I made some of my money back. I'm thinking about buying Campbell. So maybe bench Ben White, Koulibaly, few 83s. Ansu Fati might be worth something. This guy might be worth something. I'm thinking about benching Ben White and putting Campbell. It's because I like Ben White because he's a ball playing center back. If not, I might just do Julian Timber instead. But I don't know. Ben White is really good. I just wish he was faster. That's it. Jumbo Red Players Pack. Come on. Be an icon. Be something good. Italy. That's not good. Goalkeeper. Donnarumma. Alright. That's 287s, I think, right? This is a double walkout. Be something good. Be something good. Be an Mbappe or something. 2 goalies again. A Kobel. I mean, I think I made like 20, 40, maybe like 60, 70k off of that. That's not bad for qualifiers. That's not bad. A few 83s, 84s. Damn, that's a lot of duplicates. Let me go see what else we have. Hold on, let me just send these up to the trade pile. Nothing here, Dzeko. Yeah, that's nothing there. But yeah, those are the full custom tactics and instructions, and then those are the rewards for rank 1. If I get rank 1 again this weekend, I'll post them. If not, then it is what it is. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.